Good morning, all of my beautiful souls out there, or whatever time of the day it is that you are watching this. So, at the time of this recording, the sun is currently in the 39th gene key and the 39th gate of human design. Now, this gene key and gate is all about provoking. And it is about provoking in a couple of different senses. So, in more traditional human design, this is the gate to provoke. It is located in the root center, and it's actually driving from the root center and it's connecting to the 55th gate up in the solar plexus center. And this gate is designed to provoke. It is through this pressure of provoking that you are able to determine who is correct for you in your life if you have this gate. It is to help you understand what needs to be provoked, what doesn't, at what time is appropriate to do provoking, and at time isn't. But ultimately, this is about mutation and being able to move not only yourself but others forward and evolve. Oh, excuse me. So this gate is about um excuse me, provoking and moving things forward through that provoking. And it is, if you have this gate in your chart, one of the ways you know if people are correct for you or not is by provoking them. And if they're not being provoked by you, like when you're kind of prodding and pushing buttons, it is a sign that this person is correct for you. It's a good person to have in your life. On the flip side, if when you're pushing buttons and everything and the person is freaking out, it's like, not the right person for me. But in the sense of the gene keys, when we're at the shadow frequency, that's when we're doing a lot of provoking in a negative way. Because remember, there are different ways to provoke, right? We can do it by intentionally pushing buttons and really trying to get a reaction out of someone. And that is like the more shadow, lower frequency there. Or we could start to raise that frequency and simply just be our dynamic selves. The gifts of this gene key is dynamicism. So being your dynamic self, being in your flow, doing your thing. And as you're doing that, that may provoke people. It may bring stuff up for other people. And if they're provoked by you, being your dynamic self, doing your thing, then again, that's a sign that, that person is not right for me, because not necessarily they're trying to stifle me, but they're being provoked by me just being me. And then that's kind of conditioning me to be stifled and to kind of dim my light and bring it in. You're worthy of so much more. So, noticing these energies play out this next week, noticing if you're provoked more in your life, if you're triggered more, if other people seem to be triggered more, if you seem to be triggering other people more, or vice versa, if certain people are triggering you more. Just noticing and being aware of the energy dynamics around you, not necessarily trying to change anything, just observing. And then finally, the city level, that top frequency, is liberation, to where you are fully one with the universe and the world and completely liberated to simply exist as yourself, and knowing that everyone else can simply exist as themselves and that we are all one and interconnected. Okay, so that is just a brief description of the 39th gate in Gene Key that the sun is currently in. So let's get into our meditation. In this meditation, we are going to really invoke the energy of dynamicism, allowing ourselves and imagining ourselves and visualizing ourselves kind of flowing through our life, how we truly inside really want to, but we feel like we can't fully express that for whatever reason it may be. As always, I have a Young Living essential oil, so if you have the Valor essential oil blend from Young Living, I highly recommend going and grabbing this. If you're watching the replay, just pause it. If you have it, go and get it. If you don't, as always, you can still do the meditation, but I genuinely love the oils because I feel like they just add such a layer of helping me to raise my own vibration, and they smell amazing too. Valor was actually my intro oil into Young Living, and it is by far my favorite. It has this soft floral yet earthy aroma to it, and it's divine. So I'll leave the link down below if you want to order it and learn more about essential oils with me in the other part of my business. But let's get back to human design. So if you have the oil, go ahead and grab it. If not, no worries. Just when we're inhaling the oil, allow your hands to rest by your sides. So taking a couple drops of this oil, it comes out blue. Isn't that so cool? It's the blue tansy in it. But, okay. Allowing the hands to come to the heart or rest by the side. If you don't have an oil, if you do, bringing the hands in front of the nose and taking 3 deep breaths. Allowing yourself to start to sink in. If you have the oil, bringing it across the heart and across the shoulders. Valor is all about strength, confidence, and courage. And for you to truly be your dynamic self and express yourself and feel liberated, that takes strength, confidence, and courage to do so. All right, wherever you're at, I want you to bring your hands to your heart and allow your eyes to slowly close, finding your comfortable seat if you haven't already. And start by breathing into your heart and breathing into your root. So on your inhale, first breathing into your root center, down into your pelvis, and then allowing that breath to raise up through the chest and the heart. Hold at the top, and then slowly exhaling it out. Holding at the bottom once you release all the air out. And again, breathing into your root center, allowing that breath to rise up through the heart. Feeling the hands lift as you breathe. Holding at the top, and then slowly releasing the breath out. Let's do 3 more. Deep inhale into the root, breathing in, allowing the breath to come into the chest and the heart, expanding out in all directions. Holding at the top, and then slowly releasing the breath again. Once you've emptied the breath out all the way, holding at the bottom, taking another inhale down into the pelvis, into the root center. Bringing the breath up to the heart, expanding the chest in all directions. Holding at the top. And then slowly releasing the breath again, emptying out fully. Holding that emptiness at the bottom. And then last deep breath in, down into the root center, into the pelvis. Inhaling up through the heart, expanding the chest. And then slowly releasing the breath out. Allowing the breath come to normal, flipping the palms up And then resting them gently on the legs or beside you. Palms facing up to receive. Allowing your breath to just be flowing in and out. And then I want you to slowly call yourself in. We're going to tap into the energy of dynamicism from this gene key. This is the gift level. And when you're dynamic, you are just in your flow, doing your thing. You can visualize yourself simply dancing around, being light and in flow with life. Having not a care in the world, imagining that you're just a child again, running around and playing. Just being dynamic, moving the body in a dynamic way. Whatever calls to you, whatever images start to flash in. Allow yourself to be liberated. Allowing yourself to feel that dynamic energy of flow and movement. Releasing the pressure by moving and flowing. Being like a little fairy frolicking through the forest and the meadows. Playing in the sand at the beach. Whatever resonates with you most deeply, that you just feel like you can fully express yourself. Be dynamic in the way that you move. Watch everything come together and just work out so beautifully as you flow. Dancing and moving. Seeing all the bits and pieces of life just flowing together. Feeling the energy lift up through the root center and allowing that energy to carry you and move you and allowing the body to move. You can even start to feel your physical body move around as you keep your eyes closed. Allowing yourself to be dynamic. Allowing yourself to be yourself. The expression that you know is inside, but you never fully allow to be expressed on the outside. It is safe. You are safe to express. You are safe to be dynamic. You are safe to be fully liberated. You are safe to be one with nature and the cosmos. You are safe to move fluidly around. You are safe. It doesn't matter if it provokes another. Let them do their thing and you just come into your energy and allow yourself to move, to flow. Feel that feeling of lightness. Feel that higher frequency coming into your being. For the next few minutes, just visualize whatever comes in and out, not feeling attached to any one thing, but feeling the lightness of life, the lightness of possibility in your life, the feeling of just being able to flow and move and have life work out for you, for everyone, in unity. Imagining yourself being liberated, because when you finally liberate yourself, you liberate others. Allow yourself to be dynamic and move. I'm going to let you sit with those feelings, those thoughts, those movements, whatever you feel called, bringing in that energy for the next few minutes. And I will cue you when it's time to come back. Now, wherever you're at, bringing yourself back into yourself, imagining this beautiful ball of dynamic energy coming into your physical form and lighting you up, giving you the strength, confidence, and courage to simply be yourself. Knowing that in the process of being yourself and expressing yourself in your true colors, that you will know naturally who is correct for you in your life and will embrace you as you, and who maybe it's time to either start to let go of or just let that relationship be and allow it to unfold as it's designed to. Coming into yourself, being you are worthy of truly being yourself and invoking that dynamic energy and liberating yourself to be you. You have no idea how many lives you will change simply by being you. Taking one deep breath in, filling up all the way, and on the exhale, letting it out through the mouth. Let's do one more. Deep inhale, breathing in. Exhale, letting it out through the mouth. Slowly opening the eyes. Welcome back. Take this energy that you have invoked and brought into yourself. Be dynamic. You're worthy of it. You will change lives by being your dynamic self and being solid and firm in you. Express yourself. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.